Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Israel is supposed to be on its highest alert ever. However, yesterday we saw this coming. Let's have a look at this video here. This is an Israeli base in North Israel. And if Israel is saying that they are in their peak readiness and on the highest alert possible, then how comes the missiles are landing and no Iron Dome is intercepting them? If they are preparing and are prepared supposedly for this big attack that's coming from Iran and the resistance fronts, what is this, right? These are still responses for the day-to-day atrocities of Israel. That's from Hizbullah alongside their regular dozen attacks a day on Israel, on Israeli bases and Israeli locations. And they targeted Israel in the last couple of days with Burkan missiles weighing half a ton, with a half a ton warhead. And again, in many cases, we didn't even hear sirens. Not that the missiles landed, we're not hearing sirens. And Israel recorded its massive Iron Dome failure just over a week ago when Hizbullah conducted an attack near Acre, and they had to admit that it was an Iron Dome missile that landed and exploded that led to Israeli casualties. And this is not just in Lebanon. Today, we had a significant progress in Gaza where Al-Qassam brigades, the armed wing of Hamas, they launched 2 M90 missiles on Tel Aviv. M90 missiles are some of the mid-range Hamas missiles because the range of missiles when it comes to Hamas, they count it by the length of Israel and how much it covers Israel. They only launch missiles on Israel. So M90 is supposed to have a range of over 90 kilometers, but they use it for generally 90-kilometer range. They have M75 and M90 after the name of one of their martyred leaders. His name is Al-Maqadma, his surname was. So they launched 2 of them on Tel Aviv, and there were explosions heard in central Israel. However, Israel did not say that it landed inside, as they said, landed in the sea, not on the land. But again, this information is coming from Israel. And again, we didn't hear sirens, and there was no Iron Dome interception. Hamas haven't launched missiles on Tel Aviv since May. So you're talking about a message being sent to Israel potentially before the attack that is being prepared to be launched on Israel. And when it comes to that attack, we've heard that everything is ready now. Iran deployed their missiles and their drone launchers as well. And Israel is on peak readiness. This is what we're hearing, but we're not seeing that they're in peak readiness. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is there are many attempts from Western countries to try and convince Iran not to attack. We had this statement from France, Germany, the UK, Italy, with the US saying, you know, if you attack Israel, you will destabilize the peace. You'll destabilize the peace. But we also had a recent call between Pezeshkian, the new Iranian president, and the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, during which Pezeshkian told Starmer what he needs to hear, that the West has been supporting a genocidal state committing crimes against humanity, and that's what's causing the destabilization and the lack of peace, and they should refrain from doing so. And he also highlighted Iran's right to respond in accordance with international law. We still haven't had that response yet. Again, people are saying it can happen any hour now. However, I think the Iranians and the resistance fronts are enjoying the scenes of Israel being in supposed peak readiness, on high alert, everything's being shut down. And with this peak readiness, they are so vulnerable and penetratable when it comes to the missiles that are landing inside of Israel. Clearly, what we're seeing from Israel is If the matter is left to them, then they wouldn't be able to defend themselves. And that's why they're in this panic mode. They would rely mostly on their allies, on the United States and the other countries that are willing to intercept Iranian missiles, because without their help, they would be completely destroyed.